Hi folks, this is Dan from the Music Exchange Mixer podcast. You're about to listen to our first attempt at a podcast. I'll admit now the sound quality isn't the best, although I own it and it was recorded in a recording studio. It's the first time I've done this kind of thing, and miking up 7 people separately felt a bit daunting, so I decided to put the microphones in the middle of the space and record it that way, and the results are mixed. Sometimes you can't hear what people are saying distinctly. Sometimes music is playing over the top and you can't quite hear either the music or the vocals. It gets better as the podcast goes along. I'm sorry, it will get better in future episodes. Lessons have been learnt. Anyway, we sat together for a couple of hours and chatted about music and shared some music, and these next 4 episodes are kind of snippets of that conversation, and hopefully if you like it, we'll do more. Let us know how you feel about it, and so here's part 1. I hope you enjoy. As I say, please persevere through the sound issues. I think it's worth it. Enjoy. Welcome, everyone, to the first unnamed as of yet Music Exchange Mixer, or Mixtape, or whatever. Music Exchange Mixtape Review, something. Maybe we can come up with a name in a bit.
I quite like Mixer, I don't know.
Yeah,
I like Mixer.
Mixer's good.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
okay, well, there we go.
But
2
I mean,
votes.
But
2
you'll
votes
vote
for
if you
Mixer.
want.
So the idea is like, the way I kind of thought, like, we used to, certainly when I was a kid, I used to get music from other people who were into music, and they would give me a mixtape or something, and it'd be stuff I'd never heard before, and like, I was brought up on like soul music and northern soul. The first time I ever heard Nirvana was off a mate's older brother who gave me a tape, and he gave me like a tape of like Nirvana, Radiohead, L7, loads of like grunge at that time, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then I got Chili Peppers albums and stuff like that. And that's, for me, I kind of missed the way that we exchange music in that way. And some of us have been on a group for a long time. During lockdown it was pretty cool, and I felt like everybody was kind of giving it time to listen to each other's tunes and things like that. But then obviously after lockdown, life has sort of taken over again, and you kind of people are posting stuff, nobody ever listens to it because you haven't got time. And I just kind of thought, well, why don't we meet up and share some music? And feels corny as fuck saying it out loud, but I just kind of thought maybe we could record it and all give each other's opinions and slag each other off for being crap music selectors and things like that. And maybe it'd be interesting to some people because they might find some music that they've never heard, or, you know, I don't know. You guys are, it doesn't, you know, it's a conversation, by the way.
I feel like you're not gonna like my take.
Well, it doesn't matter, that's the thing. I know nobody's gonna like, because I'm just into, I really like jazz. And
That's
a lot
okay.
of people don't.
It's like a
So
It's on AA.
It's alright to
JAA, Jazz Addicts Anonymous. 12 steps.
Who are we going to start with then? What's the first track?
What I'm gonna start with doing is turning off my phone.
Make sure your torches up.
Yeah.
Oh, quick.
So do all girls take torches around? Is that what you like, having
No,
your flies undone?
I was saying I feel having your torch on is like the modern day equivalent of having your fly undone, and someone's like, torches on.
My
yeah.
torch was on in my pocket, and she's like, your torch is on, Nancy. I was like, oh no, so far.
So it might be quite bright on the camera.
Yeah. Put it from my pocket.
Yeah.
With a big black crotch.
Right. So I guess let's have I'll do mine.
Get it out
Just
of the
to
way.
break the seal. So what I've asked everyone to do, and some haven't, because it's all been rushed and put together last minute, some people have submitted but can't make the night. Some people have not submitted but are here. So we're just gonna suck it and see.
We don't
It's
need to
new.
point
I
fingers.
don't know. Well, I think we should. I think we should absolutely point fingers.
Okay.
I think, in the interest of good listening, we should really dig into people.
Sorry, everyone.
Right, so I have selected for my album. So I've asked everyone to choose like a tune and an album that they're just enjoying at the moment. It doesn't have to be from recent times. It can be but it's just like we all listen to music for different reasons at different times. Not everybody's listening to the charts because they're shit, aren't they? In my opinion, anyway. So anyway, I've got this album by Toshio Matsuura Group from 2017, and Toshio Matsuura is like, I think he's Japanese. I might be completely wrong. He's like a band leader and composer and producer, very much in the jazz scene, the sort of Giles Peterson, Brownswood type vibe. And he got a group of people together to make this album, and it's a collection of covers and originals. The covers often sort of start off very similar to the track, but then go elsewhere. But the tune that actually made me sort of want to listen to this album was their version of Ronnie Sizer's Brown Paper Bag. So let's give it a listen, and then you guys can maybe say something about it or whatever. Don't know what the volume is like. You can talk throughout it as well, you know.
No, it's like.
I mean, I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I downloaded shitloads of double bass samples as soon as I heard it. It was like, I want a double bass on everything.
so this is a band of people then, like.
Yeah.
I'm already going to be disappointed if this doesn't go.
Might not.
I get a flute
I do feel like they could have got into it a bit earlier.
It's shows how limited my music. But I have this like one genre for like whole my life,
Yeah.
and it's so like just how I've just listened to house for whole my life. So it's weird. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even know like this. I don't even know to call this type of music.
Well, this the cover. This is a cover of Ronnie Size. Ronnie Size was one of the pioneers of drum and bass.
Have you not heard this song?
No.
Have you not heard this song?
No, I've never heard it.
Can we might have to put that on after.
Yeah.
Like, if you've not heard that.
Maybe.
It's like they hit that album, the New Forms album.
Yeah.
That this is on was like everybody was just nobody had heard anything
Made
like
so.
it outside of like London. So then suddenly drum and bass was like, have you heard this drum and bass?
It was like 1997-ish. Around, yeah, like, so it was ages ago. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. And DJ Paulette did the PR for it, didn't she? Is that
I
right?
didn't know that. I didn't know about DJ.
Oh, I might.
Another
God,
time.
I'm not saying this in a recording for you. But I feel like DJ Paulette did all
Oh,
that.
yes.
Ah, you got it. Alright, now.
I'm happy.
You're happy
I just love to be able to play that on drums, so I hear that and I'm like, fuck you, that. trying to find out who's playing on it.
Have you ever watched Charlie, you know Charlie Stirs, like from Slanbury? Have you ever seen him do like drum and bass jungle drums? It's insane. It's so good. He does it, he's got a project called Stirs.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's a 6-minute tune. Should we? It's dropped. Do you want to hear it to its conclusion? Or?
I can go a bit longer. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, we've not had enough flute yet, have we? Get the flute.
Alright, Andre. I said alright, Andre.
Like early from the bass. Like early from the bass. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I think it's maybe the first person, really. Like, it sort of recognises that. I don't know if it's just when it hit the popular mainstream.
I think it's one of the popular ones.
Yeah, let's look
It's definitely knocking about in London, like, yeah.
you hear drum bass, no, it's a lot like.
I can't stand drum.
Yeah, it's like.
Do you like that?
I quite like that though. That's not very like ear bleeding.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with like what is drum and bass now is not. It came from jungle, and jungle's a lot more fluid, I think.
Yeah.
And then when it became,
That almost becomes a bit jungly in
Yeah,
itself,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
but to like an orchestrally.
so well, the original's 9 minutes long.
We'd have to do the whole original or do the whole. We'd have
Let's
to do
just let's get straight into it.
This is what I think, like, it's like I don't mind this though, to be fair. No.
And there's a rap on it as well, isn't there? Where's the rap?
Round
This isn't
pig.
what I would have
brown paper bag.
imagined a drum and bass song to sound. I would never have said that this was drum and bass.
This was
Like drum and bass, I thought drum and bass was just like horrible noises. But it's quite nice.
With really shit MC just going, we want them tools, what do we want them to
I like a ones and twos.
We all do it at the time.
It's a fairground recently.
Scream if you want to go.
Yeah.
In the moment, it's just I kind of like that. I like this, but I do like
Kind of
something
funny,
really
yeah.
heavy and really.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of a festival, like at the end of the night of a festival, just to get all your energy out.
Yeah. We kind of need palette cleansers as well. Like if I've got only drum and bass and like my ears, like when you played your set at Bolter, and like at first a couple of people like, oh, what's this? Like this isn't what everything else
to listen
is.
to Queen, and then, I mean, in the middle of a breakcore festival.
It was so good. But then everyone needed that palette cleanser on their ears, and then everyone sort of like heard it and was like, oh god, the relief.
5 minutes apiece. Like,
Yeah.
like, but yeah.
So,
Let's bring it back to,
well,
Back to your guy.
also as well, like, should be said also that when you're saying you're playing your set, Nancy, you're a DJ, right? And and Charlie and Mark, you're DJs too. Ewan's a DJ.
anyone
This
can be
is that
a
meme,
DJ,
isn't
can't
it?
it?
I'm looking for a doctor and there's only a DJ.
I've got a first aid kit.
Yeah, you've got
I'm not a DJ that I
Wait,
tried, but then I would just play too much jazz. So
I'm trying to think when you would play that song in a DJ set. Mine's a bit too dancey for that, but it would certainly show an eclectic style.
You could definitely squeeze it in.
Yeah.
If you want a radio show, you'd definitely play it because it's a bit more, depending on obviously.
What did you think of the cover?
Oh yeah, the cover. Yeah.
That's what you mean in terms of when you play that.
What would be a perfect situation to listen to that?
I think there's some people who can kind of put stuff like that in that like
that's what I listen to. That's why I've chosen it. Like,
But you listen to it in the bath.
Yeah.
Is what I'm imagining.
I could.
I can imagine you dancing back.
I played Scrabble
After
for
you've
a
taken
run
a bath,
when I was listening. Like you could have pictured yourself like in a like a bit of a long run, and you're just like listening to it, and it's kind of
Yeah.
getting you into the mood of the
That's
run, kind
a
of
run.
distracting
Oh,
you.
but with a run, then your legs will be going
you'll
to
be
the
out
second beat.
down the road.
You're skipping along.
I think I found the cover beautiful but unsatisfying.
Okay.
because-
Did you?
Yeah, 'cause
Ooh.
I just wanted. I thought it was really beautiful, and I really liked the arrangement, but
You want a bass line, didn't
I
you?
wanted a fucking bass line. But I think because I had the context, which you guys didn't, for what the song should be.
Yeah.
My brain was craving that, that fat like roundness to
I
it.
really liked that they picked out bits of it that I wouldn't have noticed. There was this weird sound, and I can't like. I'm not going to do an impression of it.
Please do.
It was like, like that came in about 16 bars in, and I was like, where's that in the song? But I like the fact that, and they were like, where are we going to shove flutes in here? Do you know what I mean? It was like, which bit are we going to turn into flutes?
So they do like I'm the Black Gold of the Sun as well, the cover of that, and like there's
Black Gold Sun.
I'm the Black Gold of the Sun.
Who is it that did it originally?
New York. No.
New York and Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is Louis Vega.
Yeah, Masters at Work.
So they did that, and then a cover of Carl Cox tune as well, which I can't remember which one it is. So that was my album choice. Well worth a listen if you like
Jazzy stuff. Not if you don't.
Yeah, because the covers though, I think it's like Baby's First Jazz and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. Like, no, not in a simplistic way, but in a, you know this. Sorry, we're supposed to be slagging people off. So no, I'm joking. No, but in a good way though, like, because obviously you're like, I don't listen to this type of stuff, but you've just literally been introduced to jazz. You've
been made to listen to it.
Like, well, obviously you forced to. But if you weren't, I'm sure you'd still enjoy it. But no, no, like as in like an introduction, not as a simplistic thing.
No, it's better. It's easier to listen to than like the stuff that you see all over like social media now, drum and bass. Like it's horrible.
I think that needs renaming, like, or
Drum and bass. It is. It's all like.
It's.
They have weird names for it now.
I think if you take any musical genre though and just take what you see on social media, you're not going to have a good impression of anything. Like if people only knew house music through social media, they'd be like, this is fucking bullshit and I don't like it. Like
it's like EDM as a term now. It's,
that's an American.
You listen to it and you're like, it's fucking rank, this.
Yeah.
But then, in the 90s when electronic dance music was sort of coming out, it's like, I'm fucking well into EDM.
Mate, I was at Ultra Festival.
That was everything.
In Miami with Arcadian. That was an EDM festival. It was Ultra. It was it was like, it was so much. It was that like just that EDM culture thing in America, and
Americans love, like, no offense to America. There we go. Like,
they got enough problems as it is.
It's the pigeonhole thing and like the name, you know what I mean? And also they're coming at it from, because we're creating most of the music. No offense to Americans again, but like, do you know what I mean? We're literally shipping it out there, and they're like, well, what do we do with this? So how do we make this kind of thing?
People from Chicago might say something different.
No, but in terms of like drum and bass, and a lot of like
stuff, so that is
like,
UK.
like an IDM as well, like music, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, obviously house and everything.
I think ours was so diverse we couldn't just call it all EDM like they do in America, because they have like country music and rock and stuff like that, and that's all very popular in certain localities. So they just went, this is all just EDM, but we already had, like you say, IDM, which meant like Aphex Twin and stuff.
But I think you can kind of like, when watching how they explored that music and like the culture around it, like in the UK, festival culture is so diverse. Like you can go to 20 different festivals in the UK and have a very different experience. But in this one that I was at, which was a big EDM festival, I was like so overwhelmed, because it was like everyone there had learned everything they knew about festival culture off Instagram. So everyone was wearing like the same, like really similar thing. It was just it was
like
very
the Coachella disease sort of thing.
The Coachella disease.
I'm really slagging off Wrigley.
They're not listening.
They're not listening. Sorry, America. Put it Cybertruck from me over later, remember?
I'm going to play. What do you think?
I've got a request.
I play my.
Oh, go on.
Well, go on. If you've got a request, you want
for Charlene's tracks.
Yeah, let's go for Charlene's track then. Yeah, I didn't know whether to do like I've chose these two. But we can move around. It's probably better that way, isn't it? Like,
do you want it because of the album rather than the single, which you don't know?
I don't know which track you've chosen.
Yeah, so I listen to. I've got questions about Big Booty or something. Is that right?
Questions about Big Booty?
Yeah. Is that right? Big Booty.
Johnny, what's
So
your...
for the album, I chose Moonchild
next week.
The album's Moonchild Sanelly.
Oh yeah, what track do you want for the album?
If we put Tequila Single Girl.
That's what I was playing when we were in Tenerife.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
And that's
Like
like,
video of us dancing to that.
So I heard her first at Shambhala Festival this year, and it was incredible to watch her visually. She was amazing. She just had the most epic voice, and then this crazy DJ that came on in a suit, but then stripped off to some leotards while he was DJing, and everyone just loved him.
And that was
Shambhala.
I mean, you generally love everything at Shambhala, but
It's a very love-filled festival, isn't it? Like,
No.
this, I love this artist though.
I've never heard of it.
she's done loads of collective stuff. She's doing something with Ezra Collective at the moment.
Oh, great, yeah.
Collaborating with lots of people.
Okay.
She's South African, and she's also got a naked club in Johannesburg.
Okay.
The naked
A
club.
naked club, but she said it's not a sex club, it's just a naked.
Sounds like
You have to be naked to get to the
I
club.
don't know if you have to be, but the majority of people are.
So next time I do
it's always weird to go to a festival.
Well, I'm playing there as well, so that's great. Nothing but a pizza slice on the front and like if a bum bugging at the back.
Yeah, do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
It's like another album.
So did you know this before as well? Then?
Yeah, I love it. I saw it Glastonbury, and now, yeah, I was having a very nice time already, but
Even better by
yeah.
the naked club.
I think it was on the park stage, but yeah, just amazing performer. But I already knew her music. I think I'd heard stuff before, but then it was the collaboration with Self Esteem, as well, which because I love Self Esteem. So yeah,
It was great.
when I saw them doing a track together, I was just like, yes. And then when we went to Tenerife, like Nancy was like just like trying to go about a day, and I was like, wait, listen to this. Wait, no, and she's just like this captive audience, like that. It's pretty good.
So
And I guess in terms of where I listen to it in the gym a lot. It is quite a good mix.
Yeah.
On the whole album, actually.
Do you find yourself singing to it?
Yeah.
In the
I'm
gym?
good on
Wow.
the treadmill doing the arms to the side.
Arms to the side.
Stupid. But I'm having a nice
what's the health benefit of that?
Probably.
Just joy. There we go.
Yeah.
Serotonin, like.
What do you think, Lois?
It's not my usual taste, but I can appreciate the song.
Yeah?
I wouldn't.
That's very diplomatic. You know?
No, I think it's a good song and it's nice to listen to, but I wouldn't listen to it again probably.
I've had this on repeat. Like I'm like that with songs. When I like a song, I just have to. I'll just literally put it on a loop. So this has been on a loop for me before. Yeah. Like, but for me, it's not a gym song. It's more of like a getting ready song or like morning song. Like
Get ready
making
for the buffet song. The all you
Yeah.
eat buffet. The all you eat buffet. That's what it's for me. Like.
I'm trying
We were in an all-inclusive when she was playing it, so I've only ever heard it in London. Getting ready for my all-inclusive buffet.
come down here, let's go and get yeah. And I'm like, let's get tequila.
I was like, just having water, Jess, it's so many
It's finished. So, yeah, I'm with you guys. I wouldn't. It's not my vibe. I think
It's not jazzy enough.
well, I mean, you guys
Fair to
are
say.
like you're talking about like how you basically how you use music, like you're in the gym or whatever, or you can eat buffet.
Some of you are in the gym, some of you are in the buffet. Me and
It spans the whole thing. But like I can't think of where I would use that. Like what are you getting? Like are you singing along with it? What is it? Is that what you're getting from it? Like you're loving the lyrics and the vibe of the lyrics and stuff.
It's the vibe of the music behind the lyrics, I think.
Yeah, okay.
It just gives a nice feeling and it gets me in a positive mood, especially when
Yeah,
you're going through some time. Like I normally, if I'm having a hard time, I'll listen to like really depressing music, like put some Radiohead on.
Yeah, okay.
But actually, I've realised more recently that it's better to listen to something a bit more upbeat.
Lean out of it.
So when you're depressed, you
Come out
shouldn't
of
listen to
it.
Radiohead.
No, I also like that as well. Like I think that there is benefits to listen to depressing music when you're feeling.
Yeah.
But when you're feeling better, you listen to depressed music and then
keep yourself
in between the buffet and the gym.
There's something very evocative about it for me. And there's something about To Kill My Love, Tequila.
Okay, right.
There's something very like, I think
empowering,
but also
empowering, but also like I think there's a juxtaposition between the melody and the lyrics, which I always enjoy. And I think for me, I have definitely used alcohol in the past as a bit of a crutch or as a bit to like numb something I don't want to feel and all this. So I kind of like having that. Like it's got the words "kill" in it, but it's like da da da. You know, Outcast Roses does a similar thing. It's like ba ba ba, and then you listen to the words and you're like, wait, what? Like, and I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's like the darkness in the light.
Yeah. You guys also saw it being performed as well.
I think
so
that
you've got
adds
that,
to it. It takes you back to a place in terms of that euphoric feeling and a good time.
That's true. When you see it, like so many times, I've seen someone live at a festival that whatever we worked out, played at, or just been at a festival, and I've happened upon something that I've watched live. I've never heard it before, and then I will listen to it afterwards. But had I not seen it live in the first place, there'd be no way. Like if I heard it just before seeing it live, I'd have gone, no, that's not for me. But then seeing it live,
she is playing live on Tuesday.
Is she?
It sold out ages ago.
I got tickets.
You know, if you did look at her like that, she might have had a spare one.
When I saw it, I jumped on it. But yeah, Pink Room, yes, that's such a booking. They must have booked that.
Do you not know anyone? You can be wink.
I know.
I'll let you know if there's any dropouts in the group. It happens.
Let me know who the group is.
Yeah, that would be good in a room like that, I think.
That's going to be amazing. Like, they must have, whoever's booked that has done an excellent job, because
I think she's taken off a lot more in the last 6 months and it was booked way before that. So.
But having them is to hear something 2 years ago or whenever it was, like a year ago, and be like, yeah, that's the one. And that's the beauty of like a good programmer and a good promoter, because artists, like getting them in that space, like when it's still quite intimate and small, like it's always really good.
And she's pretty big, is she?
Yeah. Well, she's playing like
Glastonbury.
Like backstage Glastonbury.
Yeah, it's Pink Room in. Yes, it's tiny.
Backstage at Glastonbury, it's the Pink Room.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good.
She might cancel.
I am jealous. I'm jealous just because.
Oh, but you wouldn't listen to it anyway.
No, but I'm jealous of the experience that you're getting.
Apart from on Tuesday in the Pink Room.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, I'm jealous because that is a great feeling, isn't it? When you see an artist that you know you shouldn't be seeing in such a small bit.
Nice crossover.
Like, it's absolutely mint. That's what I'm jealous of. Like,
Not
it could be anybody.
Just if it helps with the ticket dropout, it's my birthday on Sunday, so just like, just if it does come up.
Positive manifestation.
So I listened to Big Booty, and I'm back onto this question. So there's a bit in it where she just goes Brooklyn, and I was like, okay, and she's just talking about America, and then she just starts going Brooklyn Beckham, and is he a boy, Brooklyn Beckham?
Is he a boy?
Yeah. I remember him from when they had him, and I don't know what his.
When your mum's friend.
But what's he got to do with big bums?
Oh God.
Is he renowned for liking a big bum?
No, isn't he renowned for doing shit photography?
The slander, we should just say, he may not like big bums.
Maybe it's just because his name's Brooklyn.
Wouldn't it be funny though if you've misheard it and she's saying something else and it's
No,
like,
so I actually went on the lyrics and I was like, I need to make sure this is right. Because
Did you not get to the point where you Googled why she said it though? Because I'd be right in there, like, what is this?
I just presumed someone would have the answer here.
I'll be able to ask her on Tuesday. I'll let
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you.
Or you could hold a picture of Brooklyn Beckham in the crowd.
with a big ass.
Yeah. Is it Brooklyn that's got the big bum, or just some controversy around that?
I don't think he's known for big bums.
Oh well, that's not a mystery.
Maybe next time we can come back to that.
We're not here for the answers.